memory lane, and with me, Reggie Miller. An icon in basketball. I'm talking about kicking it old school down memory lane. And when I do that, I always think about simpler times. Simpler times when shorts were actually short. Back then, a loose ball foul probably involved your short shorts. Simpler times.
Very nice. Simpler times, yes. I remember simpler times when NBA players had nicknames like Pistol Pete, but didn't actually bring pistols into the locker room. Simpler times, right?
True that. Simpler times when white guys were called Barry and Walton and Bird. Now they're called Karolinko, Potapenko, and Nowitzki. What the hell is that? Should I pass you the ball or wave down your cab? They used to talk trash in the NBA. Now they talk Yugoslavian.
Simpler times, my friend. How about this one? When Michael Jordan was a player in the NBA, not an owner.
True that.
Simpler times. Simpler times.
Simpler times when Reggie Miller was known as the Nick Killer. For his clutch three-point shooting and his trash talk with Spike Lee. Now the Nick Killer will be LeBron James when he decides to stay in Cleveland.
I got a better one. How about this? When you spend halftime preparing for the second half, not tweeting about when your CD is going to drop next game. Come on, Ron. Come on, Ron.
Simpler times. Simpler times when there was no Obama healthcare plan, but there was Dr. J, Doc Rivers,
yes,
and Dr. Funkenstein.
My favorite.
Duncanstein, whatever.
Duncanstein, it's all right. It's okay.
Simpler times.
We got it. We got it.
The wine is getting me all flustered.
Hey, how about Bill Laimbeer? You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Bad Boys, Detroit. He kept breaking his nose. He had to wear a face mask. Now, guys take a whole week just to recover from an infected tattoo. Simpler times.
Simpler times.
Simpler times.
Simpler times. When NBA players could hide weed in their froze.
Not me.
Now they lie to a doctor that they got jet lag just to get a medical marijuana card.
I know a few of them. I know a few of them. Simpler times when the only time an NBA ref would call a flagrant foul was when a player was unconscious on a stretcher. Now it's a flagrant foul if a player gets too close to Steve Nash's hair.
True that. Simpler times.
Oh, you're not Phoenix fans. You're not Phoenix fans.
Simpler times when Charles Barkley was the mound round of rebound. Now he's the round mound of sit-down dinners at the hometown buffet.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Simpler times, Reggie.
Simpler times.
Back with more Reggie Miller, so don't go anywhere. My next guest is a five-time NBA All-Star and the all-time leader in the NBA in three-pointers from TNT. One of the greatest NBA basketball players of all time, the one and only Reggie Miller. Of the Inland Empire.
Oh, that's right. Riverside.
Riverside,
California now.
How many years you play in the league?
18 long years.
18 years.
18 years.
Congratulations. Now when you look back, does it seem like just a blink of an eye?
Yes, I remember my rookie year and I remember my retirement. Everything else in between was somewhat of a blur.
Do you remember in the middle of your stay in Indianapolis that you used to host your own talk show?
Yes, I did.
How was that experience?
I commend you, my friend. I don't know how you do it, how you entertain these masses and make them laugh all the time.
Who were some of your guests that you had on? You had some pretty big guests.
We had the Worm, Dennis Rodman. We had Larry Bird. We had Sir Charles Barkley was on.
But no, just basketball players.
No, we had the governor on before. We had Conan
O'Brien.
The best 1-2 punch getting ready to happen in late night.
Our new
That's
homeboy
right.
on TBS.
Conan was on the show. Yes.
Now, they showed a clip on TNT. I have the clip. Those guys gave you a hard time, but they give everything a hard time. Take a look at this. This is Reggie's talk
Reggie
show.
had a show back in 1995.
I remember that.
Yeah,
he had his own show in Indiana. I saw it on TV.
Yeah, we have a clip.
Terrible. But Reggie.
Oh, this is a long time ago.
Charles Barkley, ferocious rebounder, intimidator, tough. Been out 2 weeks with a toenail missing.
You know, it is embarrassing. You know, I am supposed to, no, seriously, it is embarrassing because I'm supposed to be the baddest man in the world.
You hear that Mike Tyson voice for Sir Charles?
So Charles went on Mike Tyson. Yeah, it was the Quincy and
And how skinny did Chuck look?
What did he probably weigh there? He was playing, right?
He was 220.
Oh, my God.
Maybe. Now he's 340. Is that being kind? I'm only playing Chuck. I'm messing with
Let's
you.
just put it this way.
Look at that.
Wait a minute. I haven't seen his neck since that picture.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Let me ask your opinion as an analyst for basketball.
Yes.
In your opinion, what is the biggest difference between basketball when you played and basketball now?
I would probably say the rivalries. When I was playing, we had great team rivalries. Us, obviously, against the Knicks. You had Chicago Bulls versus the Knicks and the Bad Boys, Detroit. Even in the 80s, obviously, the Lakers and in Boston, Larry Bird versus Magic. In today's game, we don't really have those great rivalries.
Nobody really fights anymore. It's all broken up. No really hard
Everyone's
fouls.
kissing one another now.
They are.
Yeah, you know, jump ball. Everyone comes out and hugs one another.
And
you
helping
pick
each other
someone
up.
up.
Yeah, helping each other up.
Pick someone up? Are you kidding me? You think Patrick Ewing's going to help me up off the floor?
Hell no.
No. Not
And
at
you
all.
fought with a lot of. You fought with everybody. Who did you fight with? Bird?
I got to fight with a lot of people.
You
I
did.
know, I'm skinny and
But
all.
you went at it.
I like to
You
kind
picture of you
stuff
choking somebody. Would you choking Bird or somebody?
I got to fight with Michael Jordan. I got to fight with Kobe. I'm sure all the fans here in LA
Yeah.
remember that. I got to fight.
But that's what we're talking about.
Sorry. Hey,
Choking
things
a dude
happen.
out, trying to cut off his wind.
Hey, he should have stepped to me. He stepped to me. Things are going to happen.
I flew.
That's what happened. That's how we do it at IE. Riverside. That's how we do it.
I flew on a plane with an NBA referee, and I asked him, who is the biggest whining dude in the NBA? He told me you. He said that you thought that there was a foul on every play, that you could not believe that anybody that came near you, that wasn't a foul.
Okay.
Defend yourself.
He was probably right. But second of all, you've got to sell yourself. And at my playing weight, which was 185, I'm only 186 now.
I believe it.
You've got to sell yourself like you're getting killed.
Yeah.
And the guys were much bigger and stronger than I. So when I would go to the lane and get hit, I had to look like I was getting murdered in there. So you have to sell it.
Where do you think LeBron James is going to end up?
It depends. I think if Cleveland, win or lose, gets to the finals, he will stay in Cleveland. If they don't get to the finals, which they didn't do last year when they lost to Orlando in the conference finals, I think he's going to entertain going somewhere else. You've had the best record the last 2 years. If you can't get to the finals with this team currently, to me, I'm sorry, Laker fans, it's theirs to lose. But I will say this. Everyone's hoping for this collision course between the Lakers and the Cavs. It's on course, but there are teams that can knock it off. Orlando in the East can beat Cleveland, and there's a number of teams in the West that can go toe-to-toe with the Lakers. Dallas, Denver, and possibly Utah.
Did you mention that you thought LeBron maybe could end up in Miami?
He could. Everyone's talking about, the Knicks clearing so much space, possibly to get two players, one of them being LeBron. I could see him going to Miami and teaming with Dwayne Wade. How would that be? Dwayne Wade at the shooting guard and LeBron James at small forward. That's scary.
I don't want to see that shit. Watch TNT's NBA playoffs triple header on Sunday, April 18th. Reggie Miller, next, a 10-year-old kid who's headed to the NBA, so don't go anywhere. Reggie Miller!